Hello baseball fans, this is King Ikeboo coming to you live from the underground bunker. Joining me today is the ghost of Tiny Archibald. Can you say anything, Tiny?
Help me!
Yes. In the moment of crisis, when the dogs were chasing poor Tiny, I was not able to help her, and she's no longer with us. And that's what I've been doing for the last 2 years. I've been mourning the passing of one Tiny Archibald. But really, I have still been involved in the replay business. I am currently 3 years into the mother of all replays. I am using National Pastime 3 to replay the entirety of the 1980s baseball seasons. All 10 of them, all manual, not using any kind of replay or autoplay, doing it all. So far, I started on November the 11th, 2015, so I just passed the 3-year anniversary, and I'm currently on June the 1st, 1983. And I'll put the link. I've all the games. I've put a report about them, so you can read all about them, follow along, and I'll put the link in the description. But today, I don't know, I just got the itch. I've been watching some of the other guys that are out there doing replays. They're going strong, especially Al, Red Sox fan. I've been following him, and he's doing currently a 1978 one and done. And that got me thinking, using Out of the Park. And I was thinking, you know, I think I'll do something similar. I like the one and done system. So what I've decided to do is do a 1930 versus 1968 challenge. Because you always hear 1930 is the year of the hitter and 1968 is the year of the pitcher. What kind of results would you get if you put them together? And so I came up with this scenario, or this round robin, actually, where each franchise plays against each other in a one-game playoff, and the winners will go on and play each other in a tournament, all one game. And I thought I'd do this with not just replay, but with all the baseball games that I have. I'll use Action PC, do the same thing with them. I'll use Strat, I'll use Out of the Park, I'll use Diamond Mine, Dombrov, use them all. Why not? And we'll see how the results compare to each other. So as you can see here is the first day. All the franchises are going to be playing each other. I already played Chicago White Sox, and the White Sox, if this is any indication, replay has the pitchers dominate, because they just dominated the 1930 White Sox, who are not one of the best teams, I'll grant you that, in this whole 1930 season. But the White Sox weren't one of the great teams either, and they just totally dominated. Tommy John, here's one rule that I'll have. You can use whatever pitch you want every game. This way, you don't win just because you didn't play the best pitcher, you didn't face the best pitcher. So, but they can only go 5 innings, and then all the other relievers only go 1. So that's the kind of, and you can see Ted Lyons didn't even get through to 5 innings. So that's what I thought I'd do. Now, which one should we play? This one's going to be a blowout. 68 Tigers are much better than 1930 Tigers. But I thought I'd do one interesting one here. The Philadelphia Nationals, the Phillies. So we'll do that one today. And they're suggesting we pitch him. He's not the... We're going to use Phil Collins. He's their ace. Phil Collins will go for the Phillies of the 1930. We'll get him out of there. There they are. And in 1968, Larry Jackson was the ace, so we'll use Larry Jackson. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if I should have maybe did this part already. So perhaps I'll... No, I can't pause. I don't know how to do... I'm not very savvy with this recording stuff. I'm out of practice. So you'll just have to bear with me. I'm going to do the lineup. I could do AI and see how they do. It's not very good. I mean, the guys pretty much are all there that I want to use, but so we just have to rearrange this. Fresco Thompson. He's not a very good leadoff hitter. We want who? Pinky? Pinky Whitney, Freiberg. Well, I guess the lineup doesn't mean that much. So we'll just do auto for the Phillies. As long as they don't have anybody that's just totally goofy. Bill White probably should play. Johnny Briggs or Bill White. Briggs is pretty good. But he's batting way down here. Cookie Rojas. Let's see. Callison. Dick Allen. Yep. It's decent. So let's go with this. Larry Jackson versus Phil Collins. Now the thing about the 1930 Phillies, they are regarded as one of the worst teams of all time, even though they scored over 800 runs. But they gave up almost 1,200 runs. So their pitching will be a challenge. I will be playing as 1930. So I will click AI substitutions. No. All AI. No. Game decisions. There we go. This is more fitting for Boston, but we just won't play the whole thing. So let's get this game underway.
Live from Philadelphia, top of the first.
So with the AI lineups, here are today's lineups for the visiting 1930 Philadelphia Phillies. We got Fresco Thompson playing second base. He's leading off. Fresco. Lefty O'Doul is in left. He is batting second. Chuck Klein, who had 170 RBIs in 1930, is batting third and playing in right field. Pinky Whitney is the third baseman. He's batting fourth. Don Hurst is the first baseman. He's batting fifth. Bernie Freiberg is playing center field and batting sixth. Tommy Tefanow is the shortstop. He is batting seventh. Spud Davis is the catcher. He's batting eighth. And Susu Studio Phil Collins is the pitcher. The lineup for the 1968 Philadelphia Phillies. Cookie Rojas is the second baseman. He's leading off. Roberto Baby Pena is the shortstop. He's batting second. Tony Gonzalez in center is batting third. Richie Dick Wampum Whooper Allen. Never heard that. I'm sure people from Philadelphia probably knew him as Wampum Walloper. I've just never heard that before. He's in left. Johnny Callison is batting fifth and is in right field. Tony Taylor's a third baseman, batting sixth. Johnny Briggs is starting instead of Bill White at first base. And Mike Ryan is the catcher, and Larry Jackson is the starting pitcher. So let's get this one underway. It should be interesting. We have extreme pitching versus extreme batting. And the first one is going to be a pop out to second base, one away.
One out, base is empty.
Lefty O'Doul. He batted .383 in 1930. And he's going to just ground out here. So far Larry Jackson is doing what Larry Jackson did.
Base is empty.
Larry Jackson, of course, was a Cub. He was traded to Philadelphia in 1966 for Ferguson Jenkins. I think you've heard of him. He had a great year, though, in 1968 to make Philadelphia fans a little less angry about that trade. Here's Chuck Klein, who batted .386 and had 170 RBIs. And he didn't get any columns. None of the Phillies got any columns there in the first inning.
And just like that, the inning's over.
So 1, 2, 3 go the Phillies, the 30 Phillies. Here come the 68 Phillies. And of course they get a roll. First of all, long single left field. Lefty O'Doul is poor, so it could be... He gets thrown out at second base. Lefty O'Doul comes up large.
One out, base is empty.
Here's Baby Pena. Now we play with no error or no injuries. This could have been an injury. Normally this 2-1 roll, but we don't have any injuries. We want anything like that influencing the outcome of this game.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here's Tony Gonzalez, one of the better hitters on the 68 Phillies, and he walks. But the best hitter on the 68 Phillies was clearly
2 outs, man on
Dick
first.
Allen. He is the home run hitter. He hit 33 bombs in 1968. If you know anything about 1968, that was quite the accomplishment. But he's going to strike out here to end the inning. So we're scoreless through 1.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Top of the second.
Here's Pinky Whitney. Batted .342. He's going to get on. The first base runner for the 30s. Just call them the 30s.
No outs, men on first.
They bring the infield
Defense is playing in at the
corners in. Don Hurst, he's not going to bunt. Would you bunt with this guy? He might hit and run. He's got some good hit and run numbers. Yeah, when you only strike out 22 times and 391 at bats and bat .327 with 17 home runs, you probably got good hit and run numbers. But he has a few. This one is a double play. This one's double play. This is these two. But we're just going to let him swing. And he's going to ground out. You know, the bad thing about this, no, good, he advanced, is that K. If Hurst was on first, he would have to steal, and K is the worst.
1 out, man on second.
Here's Bernie Freiberg batting three. See, the whole team batted over 300. Let's see if Fresco was 282, you slug. Thefenau was 286, and Spud was 313. So only 2 of the starting 8 did not hit 300. Of course, Larry Jackson is minimizing the damage. Right there, they could have had a base hit, but he took it away.
2 outs, man on second.
Here's the shortstop, Tefenau. And he is going to fly out. So, no runs again.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the second.
Here's Johnny Callison. He was a popular Philly, but he's going to soon be playing for the Cubs. I think in 1969 or 70. I know 70
1
for
out,
sure.
base is empty.
More familiar with the 70 season. And I know he's on the Cubs that year. Tony Taylor. Uh-oh. He's going to hit one out of here. Unless we roll a 1, we're going to have a run. Nope. Tony Taylor hits it out. And the 68s are on the board.
1 out, base is empty.
This game seems a lot like the White Sox. When the 30 White Sox couldn't get anything going against Tommy John, who was a power pitcher at that time.
2 outs, base is empty.
Well, because of his poor defense, he'll probably get on here. 67% chance, and he is. Brings up Larry
2
Jackson.
outs, man on first.
Wasn't much of a hitter. Batted 141. Yeah, I hope so. But he gets a hit. Look at that. That's quite the luck. It's only like, how many on here? This and this are pretty much all there was for hits
2
on his
outs, man on
card.
first and third.
So brings up Cookie Rojas. And Phil Collins is in a jam. He got 4 hits for 68 Philadelphia to none for 30 Philadelphia. But he's going to get out of the inning.
1 run, 3 hits, and 2 left on. Top of the third.
Okay, Spud. Let's get something going here. Nothing there. Fly out to right.
1 out, base is empty.
Collins might get on with an error. Let's see what Baby Pena's error rating is. 26. And he gets a 2-base error, so Phil Collins is on second base with 1 out.
1 out, man on second.
He's a horrible runner. There's Fresco. Popped out in the first inning. And another ground ball out. Collins is stuck at second.
2 outs, man on second.
It's up to Lefty O'Doul. 383. Come on. Gotta get a hit here. Oh, just rolling 4s and rolling 1s.
No runs, no hits.
Still with no
one
hits.
error,
3 innings
and
with no
one left
hits
on. Bottom of the
for this
third.
team that scored over 800 runs. There's Pena. He made the error last inning. And he's out.
One
One
out,
away.
base is empty.
Tony Gonzalez. He is on with got hit. Got hit in the backside, and he's on first. Brings
One
up
out,
Dick
man on
Allen.
first.
See if Dick Allen can get a hold of one here. He's got home run cards, numbers here, and here. He gets a base hit. Up the middle. He's going to stop at second, so he won't have to steal.
One out, men on first.
Once
and
again, the
second.
Phillies of 1968 are threatening. Phil Collins is in trouble. Struck him out.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Tony Taylor, who hit the home run, who is responsible for the only run of the ball game so far. And he's going to get a hit here. Infield single. However, this 15
2
means
outs, bases loaded.
that we could have a wild pitch or a pass ball. He is a 5, so he didn't throw many wild pitches. And it's a pass ball. 4, so 1-4. Oh, he blocks the pitch, no advance.
2 outs, bases loaded.
Brings up Johnny Briggs. So I have to do the substitutions for both teams. Ooh, yes, with the bases loaded, you have to roll more than a 7. So we got
2
lucky
outs,
there.
Bases loaded.
Come on, avoid that. Yes, he got out of it. Struck him out.
No runs, 2 hits, and 3 left on. Top of the fourth.
Here's the mighty Joe Klein. Or Chuck Klein. Mighty Chuck. Mighty Chuck Klein. Here we go. He might get a hit. Dick Allen's not a great fielder. Let's see what the ballpark. Comiskey was hard to hit in. Okay, so 25 or more, he's got a hit. 52, he's on. The first hit of the game. Oh, he's got a triple even. He might tie this game. Pinky Whitney
No outs, man on third.
has a chance. They're not bringing. They're going to concede the tying run. He's going to walk.
Ball 4. Take the base.
Sets up the double play. Brings up Don
No
Hurst.
outs, men on first and third. The first baseman is playing
He
in.
grounded out 3 unassisted last time up. He's going to walk. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Larry Jackson's in some trouble here.
No outs, bases loaded.
It's up to
The
Bernie
first baseman is
Freiberg.
playing in.
They're bringing the first baseman in. Freiberg, 341 hitter, flied out to left. His first time up. He's going to hit into a double play. That's going to score the tying run.
2 outs, men on third.
So the pitcher's best friend might get him out of this jam. Yep, it does.
1 run, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Bottom of the fourth.
But we are tied. Here's Mike Ryan. He singled last time, and he's going to walk this time, but he's got the K. This is what you're going to see what I mean here in a second.
No outs, men on first.
He has to steal, but all this red is bad. If it's rolls a 7, he'll get a balk, so he'll be on second, and 10 or 12. But otherwise, and there's a error check here. Nope, he's gone.
1 out, base is empty.
There's Larry Jackson. He's going to bat. Yes. Gonna strike out. So we're 1-1 here in the 4th.
2 outs, base is empty.
Cookie Rojas singled and flied out. He's gonna fly it again to center this time. Freiberg makes the catch.
No runs, no hits, and none left on. Top of the fifth.
He plays in so many positions, Freiberg. Which is the best position for him? So I don't like him in center field. He's not very good. Defense is not very good for this team. I guess, this is pretty much all you can do. He could play center, but what would that accomplish? Ugh, it's ugly. It's ugly, friends. It's ugly. Okay, here's Spud. Flied out last time. He's going to walk this time. It gives Phil Collins something to do.
No outs, men on first.
He is going. He's not a good bunter, though. He batted .253. He's got lots and lots and lots of double play balls here. So what do we do? He's got 3 home runs. He can't bunt. They got the corners in anyway. Guess we're going to take a chance. Well, he didn't hit into a double play. He just flied out.
1 out, men on first.
There's Fresco. He's 0 for 2, popped out and grounded out. This time he's going to have a fall. I was hoping it would hit to these guys, but it's going to hit the best one they have out there. So 36, pretty much 50-50. Gets a base hit. Second hit of the day, and it's a double. So they have second and third. The infield is in. And lefty O'Doul is up. He's 0 for 2. He's due big time. All these are sacrifice flies. He's a good guy to have up right now. Let's see if they walk him. No, but he gets a base hit up the middle. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. It is 3-1 30s.
1 out, men on first.
It's Chuck Klein. And he's going to ground out. Force at second. See, now he's got to do the K. So it's much...
2 outs, men on first.
2 outs is pretty much over. No, he gets a wild pitch. So he's still alive. Because he's a 5 and he needed a 6 to avoid the wild pitch.
2 outs, men on second.
So it's up to Pinky. He's walked twice. Should love these names of these guys. Pinky. That's great.
2 runs, 2 hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 5th.
So the 1930 White Sox, 1930 Phillies are on top. And this is the last inning for Phil Collins. And Larry Jackson is done. So he won't be pinch hit for because there's a long way to go. But Phil Collins, his last hurrah. He's going to walk the first guy, Baby Pena. So this isn't good.
No outs, men on first.
Brings up Tony Gonzalez. He's walked and got hit. And he gets a base hit. It's going to advance Baby Pena to third. And so the Phillies have something going here in the 5th.
No outs, men on first and third.
Why? He's not going to bunt. There's no way you bunt with Dick Allen. It's a base hit. So it's a 1-run ball game with 2 men on and nobody out.
No outs, men on first and second.
Callison. Could be a double play ball. Could be. That's what they need. Uh-oh, he's playing in. Why was he playing in? Okay, it says here. They're playing halfway. There's an option to try for double play. If the defense tries for the double play, the runner at first is forced at second. Otherwise, the lead runner's out on the fielder's choice. Huh. I think I'm going to go for the lead runner because there's nobody out. I want to keep that runner off third with 1 out if I don't get the double play. So I say, am I going to try for the double play? No. To get the lead runner.
1 out, men on first and second.
Let's see if that was the right decision. And when you're playing baseball, you don't have that all time. You don't have the time to just contemplate. Everything's bang bang. Here you get to think about it. It's the advantage of the replay system. Tony Taylor. Oh, bad call. Doubles. Tying run is in. Will Callison score? Nope. They hold him.
1 out, men on second and third.
I think I am going to walk him. Set up the double play. And Mike Ryan is much worse of a hitter, although he's batting 1,000. today, but he's a 179 hitter. Lots of double play. We're going to go for the double play. It's short. Will they try to... No, they don't send him. Because you can't send him on a 31.
2 outs, bases loaded.
Okay, so remember what I said? They weren't going to get to him? Well, they got to him. So now they get to bring in a pinch hitter for Larry Jackson. Who do they bring in? You can bring in Bill White. Might as well bring him in. Bill White it is. Your last hurrah, Phil Collins. Let's go. They got him. So we survived it.
2 runs, 3 hits, and 3 left on. Top of the 6th.
Okay, so we got to bring in a pitcher. Now, the way I do it, we can't lefty-righty them to death. The reliever has to pitch 1 inning. That's what I decide to do. So they got quite a bit of... Got a left-hander and then a bunch of right-handers. So we will bring in Jeff James, Dick Hall, Gary Wagner. These guys aren't big home run hitters. This guy is excellent at nullifying the home run. So we're going to bring in Turk Farrell. Bring in the Turk. There he is. At 3.48 ERA. And it's a ground ball, 1 away. Brings up Bernie Freiberg. He is out on the strikeout. So Turk is coming in and doing the job.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here's Tommy. He's going to get on with a base hit. A 2-out single brings up Spud Davis.
2 outs, men on first.
See if Spud can keep it going. He does. He hits 11. You don't see many 11s down here. Now we're going to bring in
2
our
outs, men on first and second.
pinch hitter. We don't have as many to choose from. We got Cy Williams. He's batted .471. But I don't think it's reflected much in the card. Now with 2 out, all these are all double plays, and this is double play. So it's probably best to bring him in when there's 2 out. So we are going to bring in Cy Williams right now. If he hits one of these double play, it doesn't hurt so bad. But we'd rather him hit something here. You think .471 have a better card? It's not bad. I think it'd be better though. You'd think he'd have something here in the top spot of the 6th column. He's on with a walk, and it's the 20 walk. And he's only a wild pitch 2-man. So a good chance of a wild
2 outs,
pitch.
bases loaded.
Let's see if he can roll it. He hit the error one instead. Not as likely. 50-50 chance of an error. Doesn't get it. Ooh.
2 outs, bases loaded.
That saved a run. It's up to Fresco. And he's out. So that... rolling that instead of the wild pitch really helped them.
No runs, 2 hits, and 3 left on. Bottom of the 6th.
Okay, it's up to us to come up with a pitcher. Now this is going to be interesting because they have nothing in the bullpen. They got John Milligan. He's probably their best reliever. And we're going to save him for later in the game. You got Benji, Ray Benji. That's the one that they thought that the system wanted to start. You got Sweetland with a 7.71 ERA. You got Snipe with a 1.91 whip. It's bad, but it could be worse. You got Buzz. Oh, and I just love these names. Buzz and Snipe. Claude and By Speech. By Speech gives up tons of hits, but not many walks and not many home runs. Hap. I wish ball players had names like this today. Hap and Buzz and Snipe. Of course, well, Pete Alexander, you gotta bring him in. He was on fumes in 1930. Yeah. A lot of hard living. Oh, I don't want to take forever. I want to bring a right-hander in. Oh, we got two left-handers coming up. Maybe I'll bring in Harry Smythe. He walks everybody and no, I'm gonna avoid him. Chet Nichols. Save him. He's one of the better ones. Hap. I guess we're bringing Hap. Okay, Hap. You gotta do the job. Cookie Rojas up. Yes. Way to go, Hap. Pop out to first base. One away.
Out, base is empty.
Roberto Baby Pena. Oh, way to go, Hap. That's what happens. You roll ones. Good things happen when you're a pitcher. Okay, Tony Gonzalez. He's been on 3 times. He's been hit, he walked, and he singled. And he's going to... Good chance. I think it's 50-50 chance of getting a hit here. And not only just a base hit, but it could be more. It could be a double or triple. Let's hope we roll less than 36. We don't. It's just a single, though. Because he has a decent arm, probably.
2 outs, men on first.
Brings up Dick Allen. This is where we'd want some of those guys that don't give up home runs. He's 2 for 3 today. And again. Uh-oh. This could be extra bases. 25. Got to roll less than 25. We did it! 21. We're out of the inning. Way to go, Hap!
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Top of the 7th.
Okay, Turk, you got to be pulled. Okay, this is where you're bringing a left-hander. You got Lefty O'Doul, Chuck Klein, and Don Hurst coming up. So we're bringing Chris Short. He's the ultimate lefty. Chris Short. He's going to nullify these guys. Alright. Here we go. Ground ball, 1 away.
1 out, base is empty.
Chuck Klein. It's 1 for 3. Hit that big triple. He's going to... Ooh, it's a home run possibility, but we have to roll a 66 to get a chance at a home run. Good luck to us. 34 base hit. It's got a possibility of a stolen base coming up.
1 out, man on first.
And let's see. Oh, Ryan's a great catcher, so it's not very likely. Have to roll more than a 46. Not even close.
1 out, man on first.
Okay, Pinckney, it's up. Pinky, it's up to you. Pinckney, it's Pinky Whitney, not Pinckney. Here we go. Short is ready. He delivers. Struck him out.
2 outs, men on first.
Here's Hurst. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Uh-oh. This could be a home run. He hit the 4. Let's see. Okay, we have to roll a 55 or higher for a chance at a home run. Look at that. Don Hurst hits it out of Connie Mack Stadium. And the 30s go up 5-3.
2 outs, base is empty.
Chris Short does not do the job. He had everything on a golden platter with all those left-handers, but they're good hitters, man. They're not your typical left-handed hitter. Freiberg. He's walked. Another base runner. Brings up
2 outs, men on
Tefanow. He gets a hit. Impossible error to Richie Allen. Let's see what his error rating is. 35. Basically 50-50. 36. They advance on the error. Should have been advanced 2 bases, but it's only 1.
2 outs, men on second and third.
Now, they could walk him. Of course, they could. The computer controls it. Of course, I would pinch hit for Hap, who did a great job and could get the win in this one. And it's a loud fly out, but it's still a fly out.
2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on. Bottom of the 7th.
All right. So we're going to bring in a left-hander. Who are we going to bring in? Harry Smythe? Ugh. Dangerous. Snipe. Sweetland. Or John Milligan. I like that save Milligan for the 9th inning. Let's bring in Snipe. Snipe Hansen. Come on, Snipe. You be inspired by Hap's performance. Fly ball. 1 away here in the 7th.
1 out, bases empty.
Brings up Tony Taylor. He's homered, singled, and doubled. He's doing it all himself. And he does it again. He's on with a walk. Tony Taylor.
1 out, man on first.
Here's Johnny Briggs. He struck out twice and was intentionally walked. He strikes out. 2 away. Brings up Mike
2
Ryan.
outs, man on first.
He's done pretty well for a 179 hitter. He singled, walked, and flied out. Snipe does the job.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Top of the 8th.
All right. Who will we bring in for the 68s? There's Grant Jackson. We got all these left-handers. Because he did so poorly, all the left-handers are coming up again. Got Woody Fryman. Let's bring in Woody. There he is. The tobacco farmer is on the mound. So we're going to bring in Monk Sherlock. Come on. Got to bring in a guy named Monk. There he is. He's fading. His picture is fading. But he lives in our hearts. Monk Sherlock. Ooh, pretty close to something good there, but he strikes out. We still love you, Monk.
1 out, bases empty.
Fresco. Fresco Thompson. Ooh, he's got a double. Into the corner.
1
Okay.
out, man on second.
Now Woody's on for Lefty O'Doul, Chuck Klein, and Pinky Whitney, if it goes that far. Man on second. He hits it deep. Could have been a home run, but he advances the third with 2 away now.
2 outs, man on third.
Brings up Chuck Klein, who's 2 for 4 with a triple and a single. No RBIs, however. And he gets a base hit, an insurance run up the middle. Fresco scores, and Chuck Klein is on first. 6 to 3, 30s. Brings up Pinky. Woody Fryman does not get the job done. He allows a run. Very important run.
1 run, 2 hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 8th.
Is Monk? Can you play defense, Monk? Monk lineup. Where are you, Monk? Sherlock, right here. Okay. Ooh, he's a better center fielder than Bernie Freiberg. I like to leave Bernie in the game. He's coming up next inning. Where can we move him to? Shortstop? He's better than Tefa now. Okay. That's what we'll do. So we're going to leave him in the game. I think we have to bring the pitcher in first. So we got to go to the pitcher. We got pinch hitter and 2 righties. So we're going to put in Benji. And we are going to put him where? In Tefanau's spot. That brings Freiberg to short and Monk Sherlock at center field. And they're going to bring a pinch hitter for Woody Fryman. They are going to bring in Sullivan, Clemens, Dalrymple. Man, there's just nothing. Guess we'll bring in John Sullivan. At least he walks a lot. Okay, Benji. The inspiration of many television programs. Ground to third base, one away. Pinky makes the
One out,
play.
base is empty.
Cookie Rojas. He grounds out to Benji. 2 away.
2 outs, base is empty.
Roberto Baby Pena. He is 0 for 3 with a walk. He gets one here. A base hit with an error. Possibility. Lefty O'Doul. What's your rating? 11. A certain error. Baby Pena's up on second base with 2 out.
2 outs, man on second.
Tony Gonzalez, who is singled twice, hit by a pitch and a walk. He's a dangerous hitter. And he gets another hit. And this one's going to drive in a run. Pena's going to score. Gonzalez to second, and it's a 2-run ball game. And he's got to. I don't think you can nullify the steal because he's behind.
2 outs,
Yes,
man on
that's what they
second.
do. Doesn't have to steal. Brings up Dick Allen. Come on, Benji. He gets out of the rest of the inning with a ground ball. Fresco makes the play.
1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. Top of the 9th.
6-4 30s. Okay, we got a left Hurst and then right-handers. So we're going to bring in a right-handed batter. We're going to bring in John Boozer. Let's see, we're bringing someone who's like their best. Their pitching staff isn't as good as some of the others in 1968. So we're bringing Gary Wagner. He is one of the better ones. They need to hold if they want to win. So they're bringing Wagner. And Don Hurst is up. He homered. The big homer that put the 30s ahead in the 7th inning was hit off the bat of Don Hurst. And he gets another hit up the middle. Hurst is on.
No outs, man on first.
Brings in Freiberg. He's not going to bunt. No way. We're going to swing away. And he advances Hurst to second. As good as a bunt.
1 out, man on second.
Benji, thank you for your service. We're going to bring in Harry McCurdy. So we got pinch hitters galore. Trip Sigmund. Let's bring in Trip. There he is. Say hello to Trip. Oh, we hit that same one. 2-1 twice. Moves him to third, but
2 outs,
2 away.
man on third.
Brings up Spud. Spud almost got something good there, but he flied out deep to Richie
No
Allen.
runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 9th.
It's the last chance for the 68 Phillies, and we've been saving him all game, and it's time for Johnny Mulligan. Johnny Milligan. I'm sorry, Mrs. Milligan. I pronounced your great-grandfather's name incorrectly. There he is, John Milligan, to face Johnny Callison, Tony Taylor, the red-hot Tony Taylor, and John Briggs. And he's on with a walk. That's his nemesis, is the walk.
No outs, man on first.
He's going to try 6-1. It's a wild pitch unless we roll a 1 or 2. We roll a 6, so he's on second base. So they got something going with the red-hot Taylor.
Outs, man on second.
He's homered, he's singled, he's doubled, and he's walked. 3 for 3. Ooh, that wild pitch came. That was the best thing that could have happened to the Phillies because that would have been a double play.
1 out, man on second.
Let's see if they pinch hit for Briggs. I don't think he's a good hitter, and they don't have much left on the bench. Line out to first. Down to their last
Two
out.
outs, man on second.
Mike Ryan. He is going to walk. All right.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Gary Wagner, you're done. Now who do we bring? Ooh, this got to be Larry Heisel. There's no doubt. Larry Heisel. He bats .364. This is dangerous. He is on. He is on because of defense. scores. It's a one-run ball game.
2 outs, men on first and second.
It's up to Cookie Rojas. He is 1 for 5. Lines out to Freiberg. The game is over.
Wins a close one.
The 1930 Phillies defeat.
Replay Radio signing off.
Upset the 1968 Phillies. There's your box score. It was an exciting game, 6-5. The winner is Hap Collard, and the loser is Chris Short, with Johnny Milligan with the save, and the batting star has to be Don Hurst. He hit the big home run. So, just for kicks, we'll look at the... Okay, these are the White Sox I have here. Let's go... No. Back. Let's see what they were like in real life. 68. That's National League we want. Phillies. So the Phillies finished 76 and 86. They were in 8th place. So yeah, they weren't the greatest team. But the 1930 Philadelphia Phillies were dead last with a 52 and 102 record. They were just dreadful. Their top player was Chuck Klein. Phil Collins, he was the second best. Now, what are we looking for here? We're looking for the number... Yeah, so they scored... I said over 800 runs. They scored over 900 runs, but they allowed 1199 for a Pythagorean 60 and 94, which isn't too bad, but they were last place, dead last in the National League in 1930, in spite of all these bombers that they had on their team. So there'll be more episodes to come, hopefully, and I want to sign off now. This is King Icky Boo. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good evening. Bye bye.